Okay, so let's go on to number 5, June 2014. Okay, so we have two beakers here with blue copper sulfate and silver foil, and another with copper sulfate and zinc metal. All right, what are our observations? In this beaker, there are no visible changes, and in this one, the zinc metal dissolves, brown particles settle, and the blue color of copper sulfate fades. So very quickly now, let's just look at what it actually looks like. So this is zinc metal being placed into copper sulfate solution. As you see, it starts off as being silver, and the copper sulfate is blue. Very beautiful reaction taking place here. Right, so after an hour, this is what it looks like. The blue has completely faded, and to the bottom, as well as on the piece of metal, it's a reddish brown solid that's being formed. Right? Right, brown particles settle and the blue color fades. Write a balance equation with state symbols for the reaction. All right, so we have our products are our reactants are zinc and copper sulfate, and this is a metal displacement reaction or a single displacement reaction. So zinc will be replacing copper in copper sulfate, right? So it becomes zinc sulfate and copper solid. Everything here is already balanced. Why did the zinc foil react with copper 2 sulfate but the silver foil did not? Well, according to the reactivity series, zinc is higher than copper. All right, so look here. Zinc is higher than copper in the reactivity series. And I like to say the ones that are higher in the reactivity series, they are more friendly and they want to interact more. All right, so they like to make their friends. So this one will take the friend of sulfate, right? But when we compare copper and silver, silver is below copper in the metal reactivity series. So I actually put the answer down here. Silver is lower than copper, so no displacement takes place. Any metal that is lower than another metal in the reactivity series, they are not friendly, all right? They want to stay by themselves. Okay, so silver is lower than copper, no displacement takes place. Zinc is higher than copper, so zinc will displace copper. Would aluminum displace copper from the copper sulfate solution? And give a reason. Yes, it will. If you look at your metal reactivity series, you will see that aluminum is higher than copper. So anything higher than copper will be able to displace copper out of solution. Now this one is a question about iron forming rust. List the conditions necessary for the corrosion of iron. There are two very important conditions for rust to form, which is moisture or water and oxygen or air. Why is painting effective in preventing iron from rusting? Painting provides a coating, and that coating prevents exposure to moisture and oxygen. So its coating basically blocks the conditions necessary for rusting to take place. Explain why duralumin is used in preference to aluminum for the manufacture of aircraft. Well, alloys are made from metals, right? It is a mixture of metals which helps to give the metals better physical characteristics. So for example, duralumin, right, is an alloy of aluminum, and that alloy is actually lighter than aluminum, and it's less dense, more corrosion resistant compared to pure aluminum, all right? And all of these are ideal for aircraft parts because, I mean, it's a plane, right? You want it to be light, you want it to be less dense, and of course you wouldn't want your plane to corrode, right? So you want less corrosion taking place. So this is why duralumin, the alloy of aluminum, is used in preference, right? Again, very simple, 15 marks based on metals. If you need any assistance or if you had anything different, feel free to let me know and we shall discuss it.